Hi Collective, my name is Aruna from All Change by the Minute video time again, okay? So let's talk about aggressiveness and emotional intelligence, okay? Yeah, because these two needs to be getting along with each other, okay? Yeah, because most of the people who are aggressive, they don't have their emotions intact, okay? Yeah. Volcano, yes, bursting like a volcano, okay, and the lava spurting, okay, yeah, on a mountain, yeah. So splash, I heard splash mountain, yeah, splash mountain, okay. It will, yeah, okay, thank you, God. It will erupt, okay, erupt when your emotions are not intact. Your aggressiveness will erupt, okay, yeah. Like an eruption, okay? Like just like the volcano, okay? Yeah. Eruption. Whoa, yeah. That was the word that I was looking for. Thank you, God. So when someone is being aggressive, okay, they have not dealt with their emotions, okay? They're not having emotional intelligence. It is a lack of emotions, okay? That's why, again, as duality, you will hear me talk about duality, okay? And when these two are not balanced, not grounding yourself, okay, the eruption can come in, okay, yeah, yeah, and you don't want that because it is not good for your health and it's not good for the other party who is getting the eruption, okay, yeah, no, it needs to be dealt with, yeah, and how to deal with it is every day, okay, being aware of what you're doing and how you can handle yourself better each day and every day, okay? Think about it, okay? When you are having an aggressive moment and you will think, oh my God, like jealousy. I'm hearing jealousy, okay? Like jealousy, okay? Yeah. And envy. I heard also protecting yourself, protecting your own energy. No, this is not how it works, okay? Yeah. Just by you guarding and protecting, not in a good way, okay? No, the guarding and the protection needs to come from above, okay? God, yeah. And God is the one who's guiding you. Universe, you need to go with the universe, okay? Going with the flow, going by the flow of the order, what is coming in, so you will not have chaos anymore in your life. Just peace. I heard tranquility. Yes, that is what you need, okay? And that is also what you should want, okay? Yeah, because most of the people are not knowing what they want in their life, okay? That's why the wants are here instead of the needs. What is your heart needing, desiring, okay? What is your head wants from you, but really with with a conscious mind, with awareness, okay? Yeah. Yeah. And when your emotions are not intact, again, the lava can explode, okay? The eruption will come in, okay? Yeah. And it can go everywhere, okay? Your whole surrounding, okay? Yeah. We'll be seeing that eruption. And even though you're thinking with your logic, okay, your logics, you will see it, what is happening right in front of your nose, okay? How is it possible, okay, that someone is being aggressive, yeah, not dealing. I got something else, okay, yeah, also, but what was it again? Someone, okay, with childhood traumas, okay, yeah, childhood traumas, that is what I heard. Yeah. Well, while I was laying in my bed, okay, I'm typing everything, but this is what I got, okay, because something about childhood traumas and not dealing with it, okay, yeah, not dealing with it. And then you will get the aggressiveness and you don't want that, okay? You don't want that. That's why we all need to heal, okay? Yeah, even I needed to heal, not that I was aggressive, okay? Yeah, sometimes, but not in a portion. I heard, not in a portion that it was abnormal, okay? No, no. My aggressiveness came from also the only point, okay, of not dealing But the only thing that I needed to heal from, okay, and a lot of people know me on this channel, okay, and it was about, yeah, getting a sexual abuse by my own brother, okay, yeah, yeah. That is what I needed to heal from. That was my childhood trauma, okay, yeah. And more, okay, while dealing with your parents, okay, while dealing with your biological brothers and sisters, yeah, that is how I'm calling them, okay, because, yeah, I don't deal with them anymore, okay, and that is what God wanted from me. And you will see that there's a pattern, okay, in everything that you are doing, that every time, okay, that those people are in your vicinity, okay, your energy is lowering, even though you don't want it, okay? Your energy and your vibe is getting cold. Yeah, it's getting cold, okay? Yeah. And not maybe in a way that is totally cold, but who is very aggressive, okay? And I, again, do not want to label anyone, okay? But yeah, again, the dark workers, the narcs, okay? Very aggressive manner, okay? Yeah, to hold on to, and not dealing with the childhood traumas. Just even a nice person, okay, who are not knowing that they have childhood traumas, okay, just being nice, okay, or just being aggressive, yeah. And even a nice person can be aggressive at one point, okay, because, yeah, boiling point, I heard. Oh my God. Yeah, boiling point, okay, yeah. You don't want to get to that boiling point, okay, again, as the lava is erupting, okay, from that mountain top, okay, coming from the inside and bursting, okay, yeah. You don't want to have that kind of behavior towards another human being who doesn't deserve that, okay? No, it is your trauma to deal with. So it's your healing work. It's your shadow work, okay, not someone else's. As I talked, okay, you need to be spiritual, responsible for your own actions, okay, yeah. Yeah, and getting active. I'm hearing getting active, okay, yeah. I heard, okay, sometimes I'm laughing, okay, because I already getting the channeled message, okay, getting active, okay, and then I heard noise canceling, okay, yeah. Yeah, you need to be canceling all the noise that you are hearing, okay, and just being there with the universe, with your whole spirit team, with God, okay, who, yeah, they can help you. They can help you to remember, I'm hearing, okay, to remember. But with all these aggressiveness, okay, what is piling up, instead of, okay, with good things and transmuting all the negative thinking, okay. Now, there are people who are just not doing that because they think that they have nothing to heal. They don't have to heal from anything, okay, in their life. No, this is not how it works, okay, yeah. When you will see someone aggressive, yeah, and someone erupting, okay, yeah, I'm being honest, okay, yeah, because I couldn't talk. That was my issue, okay, yeah, and I dealt with it with God. Yeah, He gifted me people, okay, yeah, to learn from, yeah, and to learn from, whoa, the hard way, okay, the hard way. But as I know my healing, as I know my path, as I know my missions, okay, as I know God and God knows me, yeah, this is our relationship, okay? And you can also have that kind of relationship with God, okay? But most of the people are searching for anything, for getting a grip, yeah, with people, okay? No, people are not the solution, okay? Yeah, when God is gifting you someone to heal from, okay, yeah. Just like I needed to communicate, okay, here's someone, okay, a narc, okay, again, narc. So you can talk, you can be assertive, you can communicate, okay, in a right way. Yeah, took me years. It took me years, okay, decades to talk. Yeah, yeah. And that is a real thing, okay, yeah. Because again, trauma bonding is not good, okay? That is what most people will do when they are having a trauma, okay? and maybe, yeah, not knowing it, okay, and unconsciously, that is what happened with me. Unconsciously, I was also trauma bonding, okay, trauma bonding, yeah. But then, when God is being louder in your face, in your ear, okay, now you have to deal with it, okay, yeah, because I got a lot, yeah, the images came, okay, of me getting sexual, yeah, abused by my own brother, okay? One image, okay? That is the thing that God knew that I could handle, okay? No images, only one image, yeah, only one image. And I dealt with it, yeah, with God, with the universe, with my spirit team, okay? My ancestors, yeah, angels, everyone in my spirit team helping me, okay? So why not for you? That is the question, okay? Yeah. Why not for you? Because when people are being aggressive, okay, they are not seeing that the abundance, okay, what is here on this planet, okay? There's no competition. Yeah. You want to be on the winning team? Be with God. Be with God. I need to type that, okay? Yeah. You want to be on the winning team? Be with God. 11:11, as I shared it and typed it down. Okay, yeah, 11:11. And 11:11 means, oh, look at my hands. Okay, means purpose. Okay, yeah. Purpose. Okay, always purpose. Yeah. And it's the waking up time. Okay, that is when you are getting the signs, okay, and the synchronicities, and you are getting it, okay, 11:11, 11:11, 11:11, 11:11. That is what you will see, okay, yeah. Many, many, many times until God has you, okay, yeah. Okay, now you're seeing it. Now you're being aware of that 11:11, okay, yeah, because it's a sign, okay, of God communicating with you. No one else but you, okay, yeah. So each has their time with God, okay? So it's not being selfish when you are wanting that one-on-one relationship with God, okay? No, it's not selfish. It is for your health, okay? I heard health insurance, okay? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe someone, okay? I'm not sure, okay? But leave it. Maybe for another reading, okay? Yeah, but it is to deal, okay, to get the emotional intelligence, what you need, what everybody needs in their life, okay, yeah. Because when you are having that emotional intelligence, no one will be able to trigger you. That is a promise. That is a promise. And the more that you are being triggered, okay, by people, okay, and even trauma bonding and even getting to remember your trauma, okay, you are, and not being with the right person or just being with the right person, okay, yeah, who is here to help you to heal, okay, and that is also the energy which you can give out, okay, yeah, of the energy of healing energy, okay, healing energy. And the dark will not have it, okay, yeah, will not have it because they are being triggered to heal, they are being triggered to change, they are being triggered to not be jealous anymore. The pride, the jealousy, okay, the envious, the competition, okay, all of these hateful, prideful, stubborn things, okay. No, you don't want to deal with these kind of people, okay. Now let that be over, okay, let it be over, yeah. Yeah, let it up to God. Let God deal with it, okay, yeah. Because otherwise your energy will get depleted, okay, yeah. For the ones who are in there waking up and getting grounded and more grounding themselves, okay, you will get your emotional intelligence, okay, yeah. And even though you are crying, you're not softy, okay? No, that's your empathic nature, okay? Yeah, because I can cry, yeah. If I need to cry, most of the time with God, okay? Because then I've learned something and God learned it, the universe, my whole team, and I will say thank you, and the tears will come in after a while when I learned my lesson, okay? Yeah, because there are a lot of lessons to learn, okay? I'm not stopping to learn. Why should I? That's not God. God's way. That's not being creative, okay? And even though what I want to say, you want to cry, just cry, okay? Yeah. Even though crying like a baby, cry, okay? Yeah. But when you are crying, okay, you are the one who's being weak because you are crying, okay? No, 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 no. Being vulnerable with somebody, okay? Being open, yeah, having the emotional intelligence, okay? You're not weak because you know both parts, okay? That memory of being aggressive towards just anyone, okay? Yeah. Just the jealousy, okay? I have seen of many people, okay? Just getting jealous, okay? Yeah. Man getting jealous, okay? Women? Why? Yeah. Is it triggering your dark side? Yeah, it is triggering your dark side, and it is. And take the energy how it flows, okay, for you, okay? Yeah. Because I'm just talking and I'm channeling, I'm talking, okay? Yeah. But it is the energy supply that you are living in, okay? And what you've learned over and over and over again. And if you're not learning, yeah, the narc, the dark workers, okay? I heard the dark seed. Whoa, whoa, yeah. That is not God's seed, okay? Because that is of the light. Yeah, dark seed, dark breathe, yeah. There are people, okay? And that is also reality. But I know that the narcs that I dealt with, okay, many of them, that's why I know how narc works, okay, yeah. And most of the time, every single time, okay, God help me to recognize red flags, okay, red. I also heard bullet, okay. Those two words actually red bullet, but it's not together. Red flags and bulletproof. Yeah, thank you. Bulletproof, okay, yeah. You need to be bulletproof, okay? That is what you need to be. No aggressiveness anymore because that is not bulletproof. You will get triggered over and over and over and over again when you're not dealing with your emotions, okay? Your emotions needs to be intact, okay? And intact means in a later stadium of your life, okay? And maybe it's now, I'm not sure. You will get your emotional intelligence. Yeah. It's all. What do you need? What do you want to pile up, the good stuff or the bad stuff? Okay. Yeah. Because that is what will happen. Okay. When you are being triggered, it is just your childhood trauma. Yeah. It is just the dark seed. It is the dark world. Okay. Yeah. It is the underworld. Yeah. Where you're living in. Okay. Yeah. Where you're living in. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and everybody wants peace in their life. But yeah, how are you able to get peace in your life when you're not doing shit? When you're not doing shit, okay? When you're not getting active. When you're not getting active to know, yeah, canceling that noise. Yeah, I need to type it down again. When you're not getting active to canceling that noise, okay, then you will get triggered, okay? Because a lot of people are surrounding you, okay? And there is just noise, and you cannot cancel the noise because you are not hearing God, okay? Yeah. You cannot hear God because of the noise, yeah? Shadow work again. I need to get this again. Shadow work needs to be done, okay? Yeah. I need to do my shadow work, yeah, I know. It's the healing part, okay? Yeah. Yeah, and the one who are, okay, actually, I heard getting sick. Someone is getting sick and tired, okay? Yeah, sick and tired. What, God? Because of dealing with people around them, okay, who are not only sick mentally, okay, yeah, mentally ill, okay? So getting tired of people around you who are not. They're disturbing your energy, okay? They're disturbing your flow. They're disturbing your whole life, okay? Yeah. And there's two-way, okay, to get aggressive, okay? When you're just different and you know that you are different and you're not fitting in a group, okay, of people. Yeah. Yeah. And different means that all the people around you, okay, are just gossiping, gaslighting, okay, manipulating, okay, just being dark, okay. That's the dark, that is the dark world, okay. Yeah. They need to be dealing with their own drama. They need to be dealing with their own shit, okay. Yeah. Just dealing. Yeah. I know. I'm not sugarcoating anything, okay. Yeah. It's not being harsh, okay. Just the real thing. Yeah. Because I went there, okay. Yeah. And now I am, yeah, crossed over, okay, yeah. Yeah, I heard also, look who's talking now. Look who's talking now, okay? Look who's talking now. Oh, Lord, look, shadow work, okay? Yeah. Again, take it how it resonates, okay? Yeah. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's was aggressive. Maybe you was aggressive also back then, and maybe you still are. Do not project, okay? Do not project. Just deal with your own shit. Just deal with your own darkness. Just deal with going to the light, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Seek the truth within before pointing fingers, see? Yeah. Yeah. Because there are too much people, okay? Again, these aggressive people, okay, they're always pointing fingers, and they are not doing shit to heal themselves, okay? To get back on track with themselves, okay, yeah. And that is where the aggressiveness will come from, okay? That's their own doing, because they are not healing. They're not getting the balance that they need in their life, okay? Yeah, it's sad, but it's also the truth, okay, yeah. And that's why the projecting will come in, and that is a big red flag, okay, yeah. When you are being the empath, okay, and the other one is the narc, okay, that's a big red flag that you are giving without pointing fingers, okay, and one more time giving, okay, and you're not getting anything back in return, okay, and still you're sleeping. Oh my God, it's getting hot in here, okay, the energy, oh Lord, yeah, I'm picking, whew. Yeah, it's not a good kind of stuff, okay? Getting hot. No, it's a lot of projecting, okay? And that is what people will do who are not healed. And that is the aggressiveness, okay? Because they will see your light. Yeah. And even though, again, example, okay, that I was being aggressive, okay, but that was good side, okay? I'm not sharing that it was good that I was aggressive. Not, okay, maybe I can count that on one hand, okay, being aggressive. No, yeah. Yeah. But that was my part of learning how to communicate, okay, yeah. Learning how to communicate, not, yeah, everything, okay? It's, yeah, piling up inside of you until the eruption will come in. And then what? Okay, it's too late. Okay, it's too late because that person who you were dealing with, okay, they saw the real you, okay, the aggressiveness. And then what? No more projecting, okay, because the moment someone is seeing all the red flags, okay, because God will show you, the universe will show you time after time after time after time after time, okay, until you see the red flags, until you are not closing your eyes anymore for any bullshit, for any drama, for any chaos, for any confusion that people are gifting you. No, just not, okay? No. One more card. And then I'm ending this reading. Yeah. I just want to do short readings, okay? Because 1 hour of talking, yes, I can talk a lot, but no, I'm not doing that anymore, okay? Yeah. Half an hour. 25, half an hour, okay, yeah. It's more than enough information for you, okay, to listen and to deal with it, yeah. Numbness, okay, thank you. Yeah, it's not a great card, but it's a great card for this reading, okay, numbness. Yeah, because people are numbing themselves with everything, okay, with everything, what they can imagine, okay? With the material things, okay? The alcohol, the sex, the drugs, okay? Yeah. Gambling, it does food, yeah. Just sleeping, okay? Because anything can be an addiction, okay? Yeah. In your life. Anything that you are used to do over and over and over and over again, okay? So no addictions, okay, in your life. No. To feel pain is to be alive and human, yeah. When you are numbing yourself, how? How do you want, I'm sorry, burping, to deal with your emotions, okay, yeah. When you're numbing yourself and don't want to deal, just working, workaholic, I'm hearing, okay, yeah. Yeah. There's no balance between work and free time, okay? No, no. It's all about getting that personal time with God, okay? And getting personal with God, because that is important. When you're not doing it, how are you able to learn anything in your life when you're sleeping and doing the same old, same old, same old, same old every single day, okay? Yeah. Every single day, yeah. And then coming back home, okay? And then what? Feeling empty? Feeling numb? No. Your house should be a home. Yeah. Your home is a house of God. And a house of God, yeah, in your heart, okay? In your heart, yeah. Whoa. And that's why we need to feel to heal, okay? One of my quotes, when you're not feeling shit, you cannot heal yourself. Never, ever, ever will you be able to heal yourself because you're numbing, you're being aggressive, okay? Yeah. People can get so aggressive, okay? Yeah. Yeah. And again, I needed to deal with my emotions, okay? Yeah. Even though I had my emotions, okay? But I couldn't talk about it, okay? Yeah, that's different kind of eruption. When you're not able to talk with someone, okay? Yeah. But the narcs, yeah. Total dark workers, okay? Yeah. They are the ones who are feeding just the darkness, okay? Yeah. Feeding darkness, only darkness, yeah. And the darkness is even getting fed up with them. I heard. Yeah. Yeah. If it's the same old, okay. Yeah. Again, there are two kinds of being aggressiveness, okay. Even a nice person can get aggressive, okay, can get triggered, okay, yeah. And then the aggressiveness will come, okay, to service, yeah. And you will see that, okay. With some of the people who are very dark, you will see that there is no feeling in their face, okay? No, there's total numbness, okay? You can see that a person is already gone, okay? It's a dark soul, yeah. And then there are the people who are being taken advantage of, okay? Yeah. And not knowing how to deal with being assertive, okay? Yeah. And saying, how it is, okay? How it is, just how it is, okay? Yeah. And at one point, because you cannot talk, yeah, you cannot communicate, okay? Again, it will come out as an eruption, okay? And you don't want that. No, no one wants that, okay? No. That's why ground yourself. And help is there, okay? Yeah. Your help are your own ancestors, angels, God, okay? Yeah, I heard surfing, yeah. Surfing, yeah. Serving God, yeah. So God can also help you. And everything what you are thinking and again having in your thoughts, okay, those are the things, okay, that you are projecting and it will boomerang back to you, okay? Yeah. So, again, ending this reading, what do you want, okay, in your life? Do you want light in your life or do you want darkness in your life? Okay, yeah. It is a choice, but with that choice means a lot of learning and a lot of healing and a lot of balancing, okay? And a lot of transforming, okay? Thank you for being here with me again. Yeah. So again, until, yeah, God says so, I will do another reading, okay? Until next time, until next reading, okay? Peace be with you. Yeah. As you are transforming, okay? And love you all, okay? Bye-bye.